Welcome back, race fans, to the Marble Cup Season 2. After 5 grueling races, 4 teams are in contention for the overall championship. Who will win the final race of the Marble Cup? We'll have to find out here at the Tokyo Grand Prix. This circuit features the return of the rumble strip as well as a banked corner and an S section. This is definitely the grand stage for the final race of Marble Cup Season 2. Here are the full standings. In order for the Sausage Speeders to take the overall championship, all they have to do is get 5th or less, or a total of 16 points. And here are the final results for race 6. And now, for the qualifying of the final race of Season 2, the marbles are in the blocks, and away we go. The Soapy Waters taking the lead right at the beginning of the race, and they are now overtaken by the Polar Rollers, who take the right side of the rumble strip. Unfortunately, 3 marbles do take the rumble strip, including the Saucy Speeders, who bring them down all the way to the back of the pack. Polar Rollers are extending themselves from the rest of the field. Lightwaves trying to have another win in a row, with Algaes in 3rd place, facing pressure from the Blues. As they go down the wrong side of the rumble strip, losing 2 places to the Blues and Cheesy Chasers, who is now in 3rd place, setting their sights on the Polar Rollers, who have fell down to 2nd, losing out to the Lightwaves. For the starting of the final lap of the final qualifying, Lightwaves are in 1st place, followed by the Polar Rollers, followed by the Cheesy Chasers. 2 of the top 3 marbles are in contention for the overall win. Saucy Speeders and Rangers are down in 9th and 10th, with the Lightwaves having a huge lead in this final lap. Lightwaves for sure are going to be the winners of the qualifying for the final race of Tokyo, but the Polar Rollers and Cheesy Chasers are the marbles you really want to keep your eye on right now, because they are the 2 marbles in contention for the win. The Polar Rollers getting 2 bonus points, Cheesy Chasers getting 1. The Saucy Speeders end up getting 11th, with the Rangers in 9th. These 2 top marbles are not in a good starting position for the final race. Will they be able to hold the lead, or will they be taken over by another marble? And now, the marbles are in the blocks, and away we go for the final race of the Marble Cup Season 2, with the Blues in 1st place, Algaes in 2nd. Crazy Crabs have taken 3rd, but they lose it now because of the rumble strip, and the Polar Rollers have taken 3rd and 2nd. Now they are neck and neck with the Blues, and now have taken 1st place, with the Blues now in 2nd, facing pressure from the Algaes. The Polar Rollers are the lowest team that are mathematically possible to get the overall championship, so they are making the most of this race. The 3 other marbles are back in the pack, so they definitely need to get back up if they want a chance of winning. With the Cheesy Chasers having trouble with the pit lane there, they're definitely having a bad race so far. The Polar Rollers are just extending themselves from the rest of the field, with the Algaes in 2nd. Road Racers have now taken 3rd place, trying to pressure the Algaes. None of the other marbles in contention are in the sight. Polar Rollers take the pit lane there. Now they are in 2nd, with the Algaes now in 1st. Polar Rollers are facing pressure from the Road Racers and the Cherry Bombs, who want a taste of podium. At least they can get further up in the standings, even though they can't get the win. Cherry Bombs trying to catch back up, but they take the rumble strip, losing some time and places. Polar Rollers still trying to take back 1st place from the Algaes, who have not had a very good season so far. Road Racers facing pressure from the Lightwaves, who want to have another win in a row. They won the last race, so they have a reputation to hold, sort of. The Algaes still trying to stay ahead. In a collision there from the Polar Rollers and the Road Racers, having a hard time getting in the pit lane, going backwards, hitting the Road Racers from behind. Hopefully that didn't give too much damage to the Polar Rollers or the Road Racers. We definitely want safe marble racing. Still smooth sailing for the Algaes, as they are still far ahead of the Polar Rollers, who are still facing pressure from the Road Racers. And we have a yellow flag. The Cheesy Chasers are stuck on the rumble strip. They are out of contention for the overall championship. What a disappointment for them. With the Algaes coming up, they are about to lap the Cheesy Chasers. Hopefully they'll be able to get dislodged with the rest of the pack. As the rest of the pack is about to pass the Cheesy Chasers, and they narrowly miss the Lightwaves and are still stuck. They have been lapped now And the Algies are taking advantage of this chaos, just trying to stay ahead of the Polar Rollers, who are just trying to catch back up, but they are facing pressure from the Road Racers still. And now the Cheesy Chasers have been lapped yet again, and they are still not dislodged. What a tragedy for the Cheesy Chasers. Being lapped twice, this is a first in Marble Cup history. Polar Rollers still trying to catch back up to the Algies for the third lapping of the Cheesy Chasers in a row, with the Crazy Crabs now taking third place. All these top marbles are avoiding Cheesy Chasers, who do get dislodged by the Cherry Bombs. Definitely an act of kindness for the Cherry Bombs, going out of their way to dislodge the Cheesy Chasers, with now the Polar Rollers and the Algies battling for first place, swapping briefly, but the Algies are able to hold first place. As we are in the 10th lap here, Algies take the rumble strip, and now Polar Rollers are in first place, and the Soapy Waters are in second, trying to catch up to the Polar Rollers, who have regained first place. The Saucy Speeders are in 7th. You have to keep watching that time tower, because if they get down to 5th like right now, they still can win the overall championship. With the Polar Rollers trying to extend their lead, just trying to make all odds possible that they'll be able to win this championship. They have already eliminated one marble, which is the Cheesy Chasers. Now all they have to do is beat the Rangers and Saucy Speeders, who are in 5th place right now, as we are in the 12th lap, 2 laps to go, with the Algies are still in 3rd place. Polar Rollers facing pressure from the Soapy Waters, with the Saucy Speeders coming up behind the Road Racers in 5th place. The Polar Rollers are biting their nails right now as they watch Saucy Speeders and Rangers climb up the tables, while still having to fend off these Soapy Waters, who want a final win. The Polar Rollers are definitely under a lot of pressure, having to fend off these Soapy Waters as they are watching the Saucy Speeders climb the tables. They only have 1 lap to go after this lap. They just have to stay focused and not make any crucial mistakes. Learn from what they've seen from the Saucy Speeders as we start the final lap. Polar Rollers are in 1st place, Soapy Waters in 2nd, Algies in 3rd, Road Racers in 4th, Saucy Speeders are in 5th place. This is a crucial moment, and they take the rumble strip, allowing some marbles to pass them. Polar Rollers are still in 1st place. Will they be able to take the overall victory? We'll have to wait and see, but the Polar Rollers are your champions of race 6 of the Marble Cup in Tokyo, with the Soapy Waters in 2nd, Road Racers in 3rd, Algies 4th, Lightweights 5th, Crazy Crabs 6th, Saucy Speeders fall down all the way to 9th. Polar Rollers are definitely happy about this win. They may be able to take the overall championship. We'll have to wait and see. Let's take a look at some of these replays. Cheesy Chasers getting stuck on the rumble strip in the middle of the race, crushing their dreams of winning the Marble Cup. Definitely an unfortunate event for them. Congratulations to the Polar Rollers for getting 1st place, Soapy Waters in 2nd, and Road Racers in 3rd. This is the first win of the season for the Polar Rollers, and we'll have to see how it turns out in the final championship standings. Definitely an exciting race today, from the Cheesy Chasers getting stuck on the track to the championship contention. Who will come out on top? We'll have to wait and see. Here are the full race 6 results. Polar Rollers 1st, Soapy Waters 2nd, Road Racers 3rd, Algies 4th, Lightweights come in at 5th, and the Rangers are in 8th, Saucy Speeders 9th, and Cheesy Chasers have been lapped in 12th. The Polar Rollers have definitely set themselves up for a good chance of winning the overall championship, and now it's time to announce the results. Congratulations to the Polar Rollers, your Marble Cup Season 2 champions, with the Saucy Speeders coming in at 2nd and the Rangers in 3rd place. This was definitely an exciting season, with a rivalry between the Rangers and the Saucy Speeders for the entirety of the season, but ultimately it was a comeback story, with the Polar Rollers taking it right at the last race. Congratulations to them. And now it is time for the Polar Rollers victory lap. The Polar Rollers Marble has invited the fans to come along with him to celebrate on the track, starting a new Marble Cup tradition. Here are the full final results for the Marble Cup Season 2, with the Polar Rollers getting first place with 116 points, 1 point higher than the Saucy Speeders. This was definitely a steal of a win, and had they not gotten second place in the qualifying, the Saucy Speeders would have been champions. The Rangers in third place, Cheesy Chasers getting fourth, with the Light Waves in fifth place. Last season's champions, Cherry Bombs, getting seventh. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for Season 3 of the Marble Cup. And until next time, this has been Marble Sports Pro. Good day, everybody.